Okay, so in this tutorial we're going to test the win condition. So we'll probably want a function. We'll probably name it test for win. Save it. And you probably want this to happen after every time the input happens. So since touch square is where the input starts, you don't need it to test outside of when it can't happen. So if center.tag is equal to 0, then something can happen, basically, which is what we just did. So let's take out this ns log because we don't need it anymore. Let's type self test for win right inside of this bracket here, because this bracket ends this if statement. We could put it out here, but then it would test even when the person tries to make a move that wouldn't happen. Alright, I'm going to copy and paste. I just ran into a little bug here. This is actually buggy code. Remember how the sender.tag is the actual button, because the button is the thing sending this message or saying call this function. So if I test the views tag, then I'm testing the wrong tag. I need to test its subview, the button. Now there is a way I can do that. I could say views, subviews, and get the object that it retains and convert that to a button and grab the tag, and while it's completely possible, it's kind of annoying. So let's go kind of backtrack a little bit. Along with changing the sender's tag, just change the superviews tag. If you don't, you get strange values like this, 819037776. This is also why it's really important to test beforehand. Remember how I tested and made sure that the sender's tag was 0? The view itself was initialized differently, so its tag could be anything. And it literally is just about anything. It's above 800,000 or above 8 million, some ridiculous number. Okay, so right here, if I rewrite the code or just go over it line by line, I create a value called tagVal, which is going to store the first tag value, and I start with the top left, and then I test and make sure that input was put into it. If the tag value is equal to 0, then if this was the button, if it was equal to 0, then obviously it hasn't been tapped yet or touched. But we just found out that the views could be something other than 0, so I might actually want to change that. So let's say if it is 1 or equal to 2. There's more efficient ways of doing that, but this is the quickest way. So if the player has touched the top left, either player, then do your test. So and the test is to ensure that the tag value is equal to the same value that is next to it, so the middle one, 1, 0, and to ensure that the one after that, 2, 0, is also equal to the tag value. If they're all the same, the winner is declared. This debugger console will show us it's not logging the old stuff anymore. Let's try to make them all blue. When they're all blue, it says 1 is the winner. Blue is player 1. Now, we know that that's getting called. Let's ensure it's working right. And that's just a matter of ensuring that it doesn't happen when different colors are in there. Which is good. And to be a good tester, we'll see if it'll work for red. 2 is the winner. Perfect. It appears to be working. It doesn't respawn when you tap it again, which is awesome. Essentially, we need to do this for every single row and every single column, and this is all you really need. Logic, I'll actually leave this part to you.